Welcome back to EuroFootball Daily for your weekly dose of transfer talk. It's now May, which means the summer window will be thrown open next month. So who are the latest players rumoured to be on the move in the coming weeks? Let's take a look. We start today with Cristiano Ronaldo, who at the age of 37 is undoubtedly the top performer in a lacklustre Manchester United side. The Portuguese legend has 17 Premier League goals this campaign, behind just Mo Salah and Son Heung-min, although his return to England has not quite delivered the results the club were expecting it to. CR7 signed a 2-year contract following his £13 million switch from Juventus last summer, with an option to extend it by 12 months. But so much has changed at Old Trafford that it's left the future of many of the club stars uncertain, and that includes Ronaldo, with many anticipating a huge rebuild following the appointment of Ajax manager Erik Ten Hag ahead of next season. If he is to replicate his success in the Netherlands, the 52-year-old will likely employ a system based on high energy and youth, making it unclear whether the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner will be a part of his plans. And if Ronaldo is to be on the move for the second time in 2 years, he won't be short of suitors. According to the Daily Mirror, his former club Real Madrid are increasingly keen on a reunion with Ronaldo, who scored a simply insane 450 goals in 438 appearances across 9 years with the club, winning 15 trophies, including 4 Champions League titles. And having scored over 150 more goals for club and country since leaving the Bernabeu, there remains a belief in the club boardroom that Ronaldo is still guaranteed goals. Of course, Los Blancos' priority remains Kylian Mbappe, but it is believed that the finances needed to secure Ronaldo are far smaller, with the lack of an enormous signing on bonus and potential transfer fee not expected to massively exceed what he cost United last summer. As ever though, we want to hear from you guys. Do you think Real Madrid could sign Cristiano Ronaldo alongside Mbappe, or is CR7 set for another year in Manchester? He seemed to hint at that at the weekend, but let us know what you think down below. One of the names near the top of Ten Hag's shortlist for United is Inter Milan striker Lautaro Martinez. The Argentine has long been linked with a move away from the Nerazzurri after arriving at the club in 2018, quickly developing into one of Europe's most feared strikers. Still only 24 years old, Martinez is set to break his career high return in a single campaign, having already equalled last year's record of 17 Serie A goals with 3 games remaining. Last summer, the likes of Tottenham and Barcelona did hold an interest in the former Racing Club forward, but he quashed those rumours to sign an extension at San Siro until 2026. However, such a talent will always remain a target for Europe's big cash-rich clubs, so it should be no surprise that Manchester United want him to lead the line next season. What could be a surprise though is the supposed offer that the Red Devils are lining up. They want Martinez, who has 19 goals in 37 caps for Albi Celeste, for €50 million plus a player in Anthony Martial. The Frenchman has been deemed surplus to requirements at Old Trafford, having struggled for consistency in his 7 years at the club, and has spent the latter half of this campaign on loan at Sevilla, where he's been frankly rubbish. However, because of their financial troubles, Inter would rather sell for cash only, putting a quick end to this approach for their star man. Last summer, Spurs were reportedly close to signing him for a deal in the region of €80 million, so you'd anticipate that the current Serie A champions would be after a similar fee. As for Anthony Martial, if United are unable to shift him, the club could be willing to pay up the rest of his contract. Still only 26 years old, a fee of £12 million would be required for them to cut ties, and after just 2 goal involvements in 11 appearances on loan at Sevilla, it could be in both parties' interest to put an end to this relationship. Martial cost the club £54 million 7 years ago, but only has 79 goals and 50 assists in 269 matches for the Red Devils. Either way, he doesn't look part of the club's future. Another name Ten Hag could look to bring in as one of his first Manchester United signings is RB Leipzig winger Christopher Nkunku. The Frenchman, who made his Le Bleu debut in March this year, has been in electric form for Die Roten Bullen, scoring 17 and assisting 15 in the Bundesliga alone. When you add in his contributions in other competitions, the 24-year-old has 30 goals and 20 assists, coming in at a rate of 1 every 76 minutes. It's made the €13 million that Leipzig paid to PSG for his services an absolute bargain, and amidst all the interest in him, the East German side are looking to make a hefty profit should they be forced into a sale. According to the French outlet Boot, the club have reportedly set the asking price for their star man at €100 million. Although with just 2 years to run on Nkunku's contract, they aren't in the best position for negotiations. It's therefore believed that any bid in the region of €60 million will be strongly considered by Leipzig, with the player yet to show any interest in extending his contract at the Red Bull Arena. However, Manchester United are not the only side interested in Nkunku, with his former club PSG joining Serie A frontrunners AC Milan in the potential race for his signature this summer. One thing that works against United though in their pursuit is a lack of Champions League football, with Nkunku wanting to remain in the elite European competition. It's one he's impressed in too, with 7 goals including a hat-trick against Manchester City and 2 assists in the 6 group games before Leipzig fell into the Europa League, where they're in pole position to reach the final. But what do you guys think? Should United target either Martinez or Nkunku, or should they go for someone else? As always, let us know in the comments. As happens in the lead up to every transfer window, speculation is rife about which Manchester City star could be on their way out of the Etihad. Recent weeks have seen Gabriel Jesus linked with a move away, with Arsenal said to be interested, but another name has been connected with a departure from Pep Guardiola's side. And that person is Riyad Mahrez. The Sky Blues signed the winger from Leicester City for a then club record £60 million in 2018, and in his 4 years with the club, the Algerian has made 185 appearances, scoring 62 goals and setting up 46 more, adding 7 trophies to his CV, including 2 Premier League titles. A useful member of the Citizens squad, it has often been difficult for him, or any player really, to hold down a consistent starting spot under Guardiola, despite ultimately featuring in the majority of matches. The 31-year-old sees his deal with the current Premier League champions expire at the end of next season, and with the Algerian yet to put pen to paper on an extension with the club, City could be willing to let him go now in order to prevent him leaving for nothing in 2023. Barcelona, Chelsea and Juventus have all been credited with an interest in Mahrez, but a different side has emerged as the early frontrunner. That side is AC Milan, who are anticipating a big money takeover by a Bahrain-based business, meaning the Rossoneri will likely be in the market for a marquee signing this summer. Gazzetta dello Sport say that the fee City want to receive from Mahrez is around £35 million should he decide to leave Manchester this summer, a fee that represents around a third of Milan's expected transfer budget following their impending takeover. But is signing a 31-year-old for this kind of money really good business for the current Serie A leaders? Let us know down below. In an episode that is focused on rumours coming out of Serie A and the Premier League, we end it with another one, as Juventus are eyeing up Arsenal's Gabriel as the perfect replacement for Giorgio Chiellini. 37-year-old Chiellini, who has 1 year left on his contract, is currently undecided over his future and is reportedly considering a move to the MLS following Italy's failure to qualify for the 2022 World Cup. If the veteran defender is keen on leaving, the Bianconeri want the Gunners' number 6 as a replacement. And although Mikel Arteta is obviously keen to keep the 24-year-old Brazilian, the Italians feel a swap deal could persuade them to consider an offer. And the man they want to include is 25-year-old midfielder Arthur, who was a target for Arsenal in the January window. It would likely take a significant amount of cash as well, with the informed Gabriel tied down for another 3 years at the Emirates and Arthur nothing more than a bit part player at the Allianz Stadium. It is claimed that Arsenal would still hold an interest in the former Barcelona man, so naturally the Juve hierarchy believe it could sweeten any potential deal. Arsenal signed Gabriel from Lille for £27 million in the summer of 2020, and the former Brazil under-23 international has since gone on to make 66 appearances in North London. He's already developed into a club favourite and is one of the first names on the team sheet under Arteta, as he leads Arsenal up the table and to the fringes of Champions League football. So the real question is, Gunners, how much would it take for you to sell Gabriel this summer? Could you just bring back Saliba, and is Arthur enough, or does it need to be straight cash? As ever, get your thoughts down below. So that's it for another week of Euro Transfer Talk. What do you make of our stories? Which ones can you see happening? Which ones can you definitely see not? Let us know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that notification bell on so you never miss one of our amazing videos. We'll see you next time.